Hey, what's going on everybody? Eric here, and today I want to talk about executing great vibrato. So one of the biggest problems I see with guitar players is that they do not have great vibrato, and as a friend of mine and I were discussing, we asked each other recently, what would you say is the defining characteristic between a great guitar player versus an amateur guitar player? And we both agreed, vibrato. This is the one thing that if you get it right, people will think you're a great guitar player, and it's kind of the hallmark of that. So, how do we execute great vibrato? Well, first let's start by talking about how we don't execute great vibrato. A lot of times I think guitar players just shake the string because they think they're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. I see other people do it, and it ends up going kind of like this. They just kind of shake their hand, but they're not actually doing anything to the string. So let's talk about what is happening when you do vibrato. So you establish your pitch first. Just like a singer would. You're going to sing the note, and then you begin to elevate the pitch just ever so slightly, and then return back to pitch. So we're going to hit a note, bring it up, and then release. And I like to get students to do 3 reps at a time of this. Nice and slow. Don't worry about going fast, because what happens is you get it slow, and you think, cool, I've got it. And so you immediately go, but the control is not there yet, so you end up going too fast. So the way we're going to actually push up on that note, and by the way, you can pull down as well, but on the guitar, either way, you are elongating the string, which means you are making the pitch go up. No, you are shortening the string, which makes the pitch go up. I don't know the physics behind it, I just know how to do it. Okay, so first, I like to use more than one finger. So like, let's say we're using the 3rd finger. We're going to put the 2nd finger behind for support. Doesn't matter if it's in the same fret or not. Doesn't even matter if it's on the metal bar. The only thing that matters is from the highest finger up. Okay, so anything that goes on beyond here does not affect the sound. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this part of our index finger joint up against the base of the neck. Next, we want to bring the thumb up over top, but we want to keep the wrist straight. We don't want to do this. That is bad. And then when we actually do the pushing or pulling motion, we are going to keep a slight curve in the tip. Make sure you're not flattening your fingers too much, but make sure you're not overly curved. Think, if your audience cannot see your fingernails, your beautiful, beautiful fingernails, then you're not doing it right. So these need to be shown off. This is bad because you end up using all your finger strength. We actually want to use our wrist. So I put this on here, and then we're going to kind of make this motion. I like to have students kind of reach over with the right hand. If you're a lefty, I'm sorry, if you're fretting with the left hand, and push on that wrist like this, and that's going to give you the correct motion. And if you're going up, it's kind of the opposite way. Okay, so here's correct vibrato. Or notice it's the same sound whether we go up or down, and then you want to practice that with all of the fingers. With the index, we don't have another finger for support, so you just got to kind of work on that. And then also on the 1st string, you have to push up for vibrato, and on the thickest string, you have to go down for vibrato. Typically, general rule of thumb, push up on the thinnest 3 strings and pull down on the thickest 3 strings. And that is the key to great guitar vibrato. All right, bye.